And good afternoon. Thanks for joining us here on Facebook Live. I want to talk about the storm system that's continuing to affect the area. Chief Meteorologist Kevin Gregory and I are here. He's just working on finishing up a few things for the 4 o'clock show. Now he's sliding on in. So we've been talking a lot this morning, Ashley and I were, about the rainfall moving through, record rain. Now we're kind of transitioning from the rain over to the snow aspect of this system. And there's been some hefty snowfall totals across parts of the area. Other people are saying, where's the snow?
Yeah, I mean, oftentimes what happens is we wait, right? We wait, and not so patiently. Sometimes you just wait on these winter storms to kind of wind up. And there's two sides to this, two sides to every story. We've got the cold side and the mild side. And so the other part of like slowly waiting is we wait for you to join us, because we want this to be a conversation. So until we get our first question that pops up, or hello from Cass County, for example, where the snow covered, or in Tippecanoe County, we're never quite sure we're on. But now I'm sure, because we've heard from you. Thank you, Lindsay Glaze. Ice-type snow falling here in Putnam County. So as you go out I-70, beginning to see a change. Victoria says rain. Let us know where you're at, Victoria. And look behind us. What do we got there?
You know, Cass County, they've been dealing with snow here throughout much of the day. I have about 5-6 inches of snow in Cass County, and that's where it's all been confined. Cass County, White County, into Tippecanoe County over towards the Lafayette area. And that was about 12:30 in the afternoon. They had several inches of snow on the ground. And notice the trees, Kevin. Weighted down. This is a heavy, wet snow, and that's going to present a little bit of a problem here, I think, throughout the course of the evening hours as more people start to get into this heavy snow. We're going to have the weight on the trees, on the power lines, and we're going to be dealing with winds that'll be over 30 miles per hour.
So as you can see, Lafayette, 5 inches of snow, Delphi, 6 inches of snow. Jennifer says snow in Montgomery County. Thanks for that report. So as you look over Todd's shoulder, you can see anticipated snowfall totals, and some people are well on the way to that.
Yeah, and all the counties in purple, I know it's a little far for you to see, but it includes the cities of Anderson, Noblesville, Indianapolis, Martinsville. It's a winter weather advisory.
Breaking news, Todd. We've got snow in Bloomington for the last 45 minutes. Thank you for Donna for that report. One more here. Adam Carmichael. Since 7:30 here in Lafayette, snow, and that's why you got 5 inches plus tax. Hey, guys, do us a favor. Send us a picture. And you can do that on the RTV6 Facebook page, or Kevin Gregory RTV6, or Todd Klassen's Facebook page. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, we'd love to get them on the air. I mentioned Lafayette there, Kevin. Winter storm warning in effect. Once you get just north of Lafayette into portions of White County, Monticello, and also over into Benton County, Fowler, that's where we have these blizzard warnings in effect, and that's where the heaviest of the snow is going to be as we go throughout the course of the remainder of the afternoon and into the evening hours.
You're making me nervous. You've been up since 4 a.m. Go ahead and have a seat there. Kaylee was saying in Lafayette, how much more can we expect? You've had 5 or 6 inches, so you could easily go to 8 to 10 before this is over, and she wanted to know before school. So there are likely going to be a lot of delays and closings in the morning.
Yeah, right? And IPS, all activities, after-school activities have been canceled here in anticipation of the snow. So there's a lot of closings out there. Go to the RTV6 app, also the IndyChannel.com, and you can find some of those closings.
Breaking news. Randy says rain, sleet mix in Plainfield. Coming down here in Greencastle. Shelbyville, it's just rain. Thank you, Christy. Bobby says rain still in Elwood. That's in Madison County. Hello to Barbara in Indianapolis. Snowing all morning in Camden. Rena, drive safe all. She's got a good tip. I mean, obviously, once we get to 6, 7 this evening, stay indoors. Am I too close? Am I in your personal space?
Your head does look
Kyle, just rain in Greenwood. I was looking forward to snow. Just hang in there. Laura, Brinker, and Clayton, nothing but rain, starting to sound sleety, though. Misting in Alexandria, that's Jimmy. Rachel Young, completely clear here in Muncie. And we were talking about this. There's two sides to every story. And we got the mild side in the eastern portion of the state. All the green there, that's from Indy East, is rain. And then you get west, and we just heard from Putnam County, we just heard from Plainfield, where they're getting some snow. So the transition is taking place. And if you look at this whole spin, what happens eventually, this back edge here is going to swing back in, and that's when we switch over to snow.
Yeah, and one of the things we've been waiting on is for the temperatures to start falling, and still above freezing in many locations. So for some of you, even though you're seeing some snow, you're seeing some sleet, it's not going to make an immediate impact on the roadways because temperatures are still above freezing. But now that the sun is starting to set, it is going to start sticking on the roadways.
Breaking news, Todd. Let's go to Grissom Air Reserve Base. That's up in Putnam County. 2 inches of slush. Thank you, Dave, for that report. Emily McLaughlin in Anderson, it's rain. Rosie Harris, rain in Muncie right now. Carrie, no snow yet on Franklin Road and 38th Street. Now, that is some local forecasting. Thank you.
Right down the street.
Yeah. Mendy, rain in North Bloomington. Still seeing rain in Southport. If I did this on TV and I got this close to the camera, the director would be saying, pull back, pull back. And I love that from the movie Tootsie. How far? Cleveland. Andrea, in Muncie, it's rain. Shelby, snow in Putnam County. Let's see. Let's flip the page here. We can probably get to some temperatures, and that's been working in our favor right now.
So we're still at 36 degrees in Indianapolis, 37 in Columbus, Bloomington at 35. But Peru at 33, that's why the snow is still a little slushy there. Lafayette, you've been really sitting at that 32-degree mark throughout the entire day today.
Breaking news.
That's falling.
We've got snow, rain-snow mix going on in Ellettsville. Good to hear from you in Monroe County. Donna Stevens, Greenfield is rain. Joey, Batty, drive everyone carefully. Don't rush after work. So we were talking about I-65, Chicago, to Lafayette, that area. Don't do that. Don't get on there. I-74, Western Indiana and Illinois. Yeah. Conditions deteriorate rapidly.
And we do have blizzard warnings. You know, this is kind of a dynamic storm system, and it really depends on where you are. We have blizzard warnings in northwest Indiana, where Kevin was talking about, north and 65. And then we have winter storm warnings, and then it kind of decreases, and then we have no winter advisories down towards Columbus or in the Bloomington area.
So when you hear blizzard, it grabs your attention, right? I mean, obviously, in the winter weather, that's the term that just grabs hold of everybody. A couple criteria for blizzard. Doesn't always mean that you'll see tons of snow. In this case, they're getting a lot of snow, but there are 2 other factors in that.
Yeah, and that is the wind and the visibility. The winds have to be sustained over 35 miles per hour for an extended period of time, and the visibility has to be down below a quarter of a mile. So,
and part of the reason I think blizzard grabs everybody's attention, I was in elementary school, blizzard at 78, and then we had visibility at about a 16th of a mile for hours, temperatures in the single digits, and those winds were so strong, and the drifting was much more pronounced. In this case, since it's such a heavy wet snow, not as likely to have as much
but
drifting.
When the snow is falling from the sky before it hits the ground, it is going to be blowing, and sometimes visibility can be a bigger issue on the roadways than the accumulating snow on the road itself. So certainly, if you can avoid travel in those northern locations, do so.
Breaking news again. Let's get to it. This is Tony out in Putnam County. Greencastle have large snow flurries. In other words, what happens is those snowflakes, they're coming down. Here's 2 snowflakes coming down, and they bump into each other, and you get a larger snowflake when the temperature is this way. Oh, boy. And I'm fixing to move to Muncie this weekend. I should stay put here in Arkansas.
No, this weekend, you're in good shape. It's going to be 60 degrees here probably by Sunday. So anything that does fall today will be a thing of the past pretty quick.
You will be welcomed with open arms, and we will give you just a big hug if you come to Indianapolis or Muncie. We'd love to see you. Michael Stutzman, don't like the sound of that, Todd. I have about 6 inches here in Goshen, Indiana.
All right.
Hoping we would get some of your work as it's way up here and melts this snowy slop. So what's happening up there? South Bend, for example, Goshen, those spots can get 12 inches of snow with the winds. I need my ice skates in Newcastle. Laugh out loud. Krista, clearly you're still young if you're talking about ice skates. Mandy, rain here in Richmond, and that makes sense. The eastern portion of the state is where the rain is.
You know, and in Richmond and Greensburg, this is probably going to be mainly a rain event for you. Eventually you'll get into some snow showers, but your snow accumulation will be pretty minimal compared to the western side of the state.
Breaking news. We've got a question. Todd Beverly in wants to know what the plans are for tomorrow. What's the forecast for tomorrow?
Tomorrow we'll be dealing with snow showers, and we hope you join us on Good Morning Indiana. We're starting at 4 a.m., a little bit earlier than normal. Ashley and I will be in here tracking the latest on this snow. And by tomorrow morning, we're going to be just dealing with some scattered snow showers. The accumulating snow will have ended at that point. But certainly with temperatures going below freezing, whatever does fall for the remainder of the evening will still be present come tomorrow morning. So there will be slick spots, most likely on the roadways, and I would expect most likely some delays or even some cancellations with schools.
Hello, Delissa. A couple inches coming your way in Greenfield. Definitely windy and a transition from rain to snow. Raining all day on the south side, says Victoria. Allison, this is the best find ever. Thanks for these up-to-the-minute updates. Do us a huge favor, would you? Everybody watching, what's your Facebook, Todd?
Todd Klassen, RTV6.
Like Kevin Gregory, RTV6. Like
And then you get all the information.
Yeah, and it's job security for us, okay?
And we like this too because it's a little more personal. It's a two-way street going back and forth. We try to answer all your questions. We try to get right into your neighborhood if you ask the question, pinpoint your forecast. So it's a two-way street here, and we like it.
One question here. Traveling I-69 south to Evansville. Does anyone know if it's going to snow that way or icy?
Then you will start to get into some snow as you go there. It's kind of just moving into the Evansville area right now. I don't know if it'll be too icy, but certainly you'll run into some visibility issues. And in the Evansville area, you probably might get about 1 to 2 inches of snow, but you're not going to get into the real hefty totals.
Breaking news as we go up into Boone County. This is Ernie in Zionsville reporting sleet. Watching from New Zealand. Sunny here, be safe. Laura Lean.
Hey.
How are you?
Take us with you next
Good
time.
day, mate. Let us know if you get snow or send us
we
pictures.
want a picture of a koala bear.
That is awesome.
Koala
So,
bear.
Laura Lean, did you used to live here in central Indiana, or what's your connection? But good to hear from you. Cody, just rain in Greene County. So, Bloomfield,
Yeah.
I'd say any time. There's a little break in there, though. There's actually some dry air here, so it's not going to be a constant event. Rain, snow mix in Cloverdale. I'm going to try to do this.
And there is quite a bit of snow still falling in portions of central Illinois, and that's all going to start to make its way through the area. So
that's if you...
eventually that'll start to make its way in, and that's the view there of downtown Indianapolis. So you can see it's kind of limited. Angela, snow west of Bloomington for about a half an hour now. Nothing in Carmel. Terre Haute has lots of slush. Thank you, Josie. Kayla, no snow at all in Decatur Township.
Tour time. There we
All
are,
right,
Putnam
there we
County.
go.
That's Greencastle. Can you see that?
I don't know if you can see it, but certainly you can see the snow flying there. I don't know how pronounced it is.
Down to Bloomington we go. That's definitely some snow there. You see the big flakes. Bloomington camera not showing up yet. We're going to have to reset that. Probably the wind got a hold of it. We look west from downtown. We got issues too. So go ahead and hit that space bar.
Nothing in Marion. Uh-oh. There we go.
No, I just...
Black. We never like black. That's just the camera that hasn't come back in.
Yeah, so you'll just go
But
to
anyway.
some different source.
There we go. Facebook. Back to Facebook. All right. Let's see what else. All rain in Bloomfield. Ebony Moss. Waiting on the snow to come to Indianapolis so I can get off work early. Laugh out loud.
So Rick wants to know.
Keep working.
Rick Henderson. When will the snow hit the metro area? And the question is, anytime I think the transition will begin to take place. Cindy just started in Reelsville. Is starting to get real.
Oh, real.
Reelsville.
Jeremiah, heavy snow in Spencer, Indiana, just started to pick up in intensity.
When is it going to snow in Noblesville? You're in the same boat here. I would say as we get to 4 o'clock and after, I mean, the transition line is right there. This is unnerving being so close to you. Rain and Anderson, thank
Doesn't
you,
happen
Kara.
very often, so you don't have to worry about it too much.
Uh-oh. Squirrels are trying to knock my door down. They're tired of the snow, says Eric. Just make sure the squirrel feeder isn't in your house. You get to put some food out there for them. This is awesome. Thelma, doing nothing in Fairland. Thank you for your report. Westfield, just rain. Musharraf, I hope I pronounced that correctly. Musharraf, hello. How are you? Thanks for saying hi.
Hey, your alma mater, Ben Davis, light sleep.
Giants, and that's you're going into West Side. That's Wayne Township, and so sleet. That's just the West Side then of Marion County.
Did you play tennis when it was cold and rainy, and snowy?
I played in all conditions. The best was to play in the wind. It frustrated my opponents, and I was patient and able to handle it. Rhonda Mills, we haven't had sun most of the day here in Farmland.
Yeah.
Looking more gloomy.
Yeah.
You're asking a lot if you want sun.
Sleet and snow in Brownsburg. Thanks, Brian. Rain in Claremont. Question, take a look at Blackford County. When this starts to spin, it looks like it will be receiving a huge mix, and yet they'd be highlighted.
Yeah, so we'll show you what she's talking about, the spin. And you'll see this if I zoom out on radar just a little bit. Notice the whole spiral to this. And it'll take just a second. I'll step out of there. But low pressure, everything rotates counterclockwise. So the spin is in here. Whoop. And so as it's doing that, then it's going to bring the cold air on the back side of this. And the game plan is for most of us in central and eastern Indiana, the deeper moisture will have left when the cold air catches it. But that's not been the case all day. In Lafayette, where you have 5 to 6 inches, Cass County, where you have 5 to 6 inches, Delphi, 6 inches of snow.
Yeah.
Wayne Township having sleet right now. Thank you, Brandy, for that.
Danielle is saying travel advisory for Lafayette, question mark. I'm not sure if there's a travel advisory there, but I wouldn't recommend it because that's where the heaviest snow has been all day and will be going forward here throughout the course of the afternoon
And I can show
and
you
into
a
the evening
picture
hours.
of road conditions in Lafayette as of the last little bit here. Let's take you back. This is actually going to be some of the driving in Lafayette, the slush and snow covered. I know it says Cass County there. I just haven't changed the title on that. Home of the Ball State Cardinals. Hello, Muncie. Is it ever going to change to snow? And the answer is yes, it will. It will just be a little while because you're on the mild side of it.
Patience is a virtue. Patience is a virtue. We've been waiting for this changeover to take place, and it's basically happened as we thought here in the metro area around the 3, 4, 5 o'clock hour.
We've got a prediction, not a question.
right.
Tom says,
Hurry, spring is coming.
spring is coming in. I like your thinking. Shelby, will do. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sherry says 6 inches at least in northwest Indiana, Newton County, snowing in Mooresville. Tom Gibson is he does not like this season of winter. Hang in there. We'll be moving quickly. Vanessa, Chicago, same here. Avon just changed into flurries. Mary Plowman, this is fun. I'm with you, Mary. This is fun. Todd and I work together, but we rarely are together like this. And so it's good to communicate with you. And what's interesting is on TV, I can't be nearly as unprofessional. And so this gives us an opportunity just to hang out with you, basically, and go through some stuff. Love you guys. Sue, let's not get carried away here. Thank you, though. Rachel Forsyth, you guys are great. Thank you. And Kevin Gregory, RTV6 Facebook page, like.
Yeah, Todd Klassen. And if you go up to the top of this post, we're highlighted there in blue. You can just click on our Facebook pages and like us there, and then you'll get all sorts of weather information and cool pictures and videos from us as well.
Raining in Pendleton, says Diane. Clear on the far east near Lawrence, in meaning clear. In other words, you're
No
not getting
snow
rain
yet.
or snow right at this moment. Katie, this is great. Thank you. You guys rock, says Beverly. What will Anderson be like tonight? So if you've had rain, here's the basic transition. Next several hours, and it's kind of unpredictable to draw a line and say when, you switch to snow. The wind stays strong. The temperature eventually gets closer to the freezing mark, so you'll see these changes in visibility if you're driving and road conditions.
Yeah, I'll deal with the wind here, and, some of you may be saying, oh, this is going to be a bust of a forecast. We're not going to get any snow. As soon as the sun starts to set and these temperatures cool off, the rain's going to change to snow, and there's a big variation of snowfall totals across the area, probably only maybe 2 to 3 inches in the metro area. But as soon as you go north and you go northwest, you get some pretty heavy snow, and some of you on the eastern side of the state might not see anything.
Breaking news. He does not like the groundhog. Dumb groundhog, says Brian Vernick. I think you got a lot of people with you. Hoping for safe travel on the streets this evening. Shelby, I agree with you. We will have live traffic reports through the now and into the evening newscasts. Rocky, right, me too, says Christina. Rocky, bringing up the Oscars.
Yeah.
So this weekend, you think of Sylvester Stallone will finally get
Best
Oscar?
supporting actor. I actually didn't see that movie.
I didn't either, but I'd vote for him.
What's your pick for the best picture? Have you watched them?
I don't even know all of them
you
that
don't
are
know.
up. Is The Big Short up?
The Big Short is. I saw that one. I like that one. Spotlight was good. Bridge of Spies. I really like that movie as well. And of course, those Oscars are right here on RTV6 on Sunday.
Breaking news, we've got on the south side of Bloomington near Lake Monroe a wintry mix. Sherry grew up in Indy, now in Newton County. A lot more snow up there. Fishers, 141st and 37, still just rain. If you hear squeaky shoes.
I'm starting to feel a little more at home, and I'm looking at my watch because
Can I have one of your boots?
come over here.
Sure.
Look who decided to show up and join the party. Miss Lauren
Hello,
Casey.
I'm back.
She's back to give you all sorts of traffic updates here throughout
I got
the
her
course
boot.
of the afternoon.
And just an analysis of this boot. Notice what's not on the bottom. No snow. It's a little wet. It's dry on top, and so it's just been through a little rain.
I'm prepared though.
You're
for later.
prepared.
And by the way,
rain.
Good Morning Indiana with Lauren, myself, Ashley, Beth, and Mark.
and the rest of the crew starting at 4 a.m. tomorrow morning, so we can keep you updated on all the road situations and all the school delays and cancellations. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. So
Well,
hey, thanks
good.
for
Good.
that.
I didn't want you to be late. So.
There will be a long list, I'm sure, of school cancellations. Watch this. All right, Danny, hello. Michael, April, hello. Marcia Jones, Corey, Shauna, Rick. You visited my school in the mid-'80s when you were a rookie meteorologist. Oh, Rick.
That's when his hair wasn't even gray.
Now it's like
Now
a
look
cirrus
at it.
cloud.
And look at mine. It's starting to follow his.
Judy, Dee, Jason, thank you. Beverly, thank you. Rhonda, thank you. Julie, thank you. Abby, thank you. Lisa, thank you. So we're thanking all of you. And the one thing that you don't want to do when you're invited into somebody's Facebook home is wear out your welcome, right?
Yep.
And so,
So-
let's give a round of applause for Todd.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's time for me to go
Burning
home
the-
and go to bed.
Burning the afternoon oil. My day's just getting started, and I'll be back, and we'll talk with you here in just a little bit. But thank
Yep.
you guys so
Thanks
much
for joining us.
all your participation. I think we've broken all Facebook records here to talk specifically about snow. It's a new Facebook record.